Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I hope you are all doing well. How are you all doing out there? It seems like there is a lot of energy between all the solar flares, going through the meteor showers. Uh, what else are we going through? Retrograde. It just seems like it is just crazy out there, and crazy in general. But it's been an interesting week. And so I just want to check in with you to find out how you are all doing because with all of these crazy cosmos things going on in our world, it affects us in so many ways, on so many levels. And, one of the things is that we sometimes can't discern what is ours and what is somebody else's. And just feeling all of this energy, feeling other people's energy, feeling other people's insecurities and frustrations, and thinking that it is ours. So this last weekend, we were at my niece's wedding. It was just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful wedding. Um, it was, a perfect day, a little warm, I must say. Uh, but it was a very small, intimate wedding, and it was, from my perspective, everything that the bride could even imagine. The one thing is there was a lot of energy. We had mixed families, and nowadays it is so common to have mixed families at weddings and social gatherings, birthdays, graduations. In this particular situation, this was one of the first where the two blended families really came together and really had to participate and be with each other. And so there was a lot of tension, a lot of uncertainty on how this was all going to go. Now, of course, we're all adults. We figured it was going to go just fine, but you can't help but have that little nagging sense in the back of your mind going, I wonder how this is going to work out. And so my daughter, being the intense, amazing empath that she is, got quite overwhelmed quite easily. And so, all the energy from the wedding itself, all the energy that people were feeling about these mixed families, these blended families, and it was just a little too much for her to handle. So, if you've listened to my shows in the past, one of the things when you get overwhelmed like that is I have mentioned, to leave, to graciously say, I need to go take a few minutes for myself, take a little time out. And I found that she was doing that quite a bit. And she kept saying, I don't understand why I'm feeling the way that I am. And I kept trying to tell her it wasn't her energy. It was she was feeling everybody else's energy, taking it on as hers, and then thinking there was something wrong with her because it's a beautiful time. She's around friends and family, and she's just feeling very overwhelmed and emotional and not understanding why. So when you get into those situations, you just have to remember, it's so hard in the moment to really stop and be in that awareness and say, wow, what am I feeling? Is this really mine? Whose energy is this? Whose emotions and feelings am I feeling? And if you can do that, if you can stop and recognize it, remove yourself from the situation for a few moments so that you can get a little bit of clarity, so that you can get outside of that energy, of that collective energy, you might be able to find that, wow, these really aren't my feelings. These really aren't my emotions. This is really not how I'm feeling. And so when you can do that, then you can say, thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing me that this is not mine, but you can release it from me now and send it into God's light. And by doing that, it releases it from you and you start to feel lighter. You start to feel like, okay, I can handle this. I can go back into that group environment, into that situation, and I can do this, right? But it is a matter of being in that awareness and being able to have the tools in your tool bag to be able to do that. So I encourage you to keep this tool as like one of your number one tools that you carry in your tool bag. And remember to just be in that awareness and go, okay, wait a minute. I wasn't feeling this way a few minutes ago. So I need to check in and find out if these feelings, if these emotions, if how I'm feeling right now is really mine. And if it's not, let it go, release it so that you can get back into your own energy, get back into the group environment that you were in, and then be able to have a really fantastic time. Now, it might take a couple times. You may have to excuse yourself a few times and keep releasing that energy. But if you can do that, you'll get better and better at it. You'll be able to recognize what's yours and what's not yours. And you will become the master of your own energy. All right. We have a caller on the line right now. We have Rachel in Arkansas. Good evening. Is it Rachel or Rochelle? I should ask.
It's Rachel.
Rachel. Hi, welcome to
Yes.
your time to shine.
I think.
What can I do for you this evening?
Um, I'm wondering about this. I don't know. I guess we're friends right now. If it's gonna become anything more, I guess I don't know really where we are. It's kind of weird.
Okay. All right. So Rachel, just give me a few minutes here to kind of tune in. And as I do that, there'll just be a little moment of silence and then I'll be right back with you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Rachel. So what I'm feeling is that each of you are just being a little bit standoffish. It's almost like each one of you is protecting your heart, protecting your investment. Um, and
Yeah.
no one's really ready to like step forward and say, hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing in this relationship? Are we moving forward?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Um, so it feels like this apprehension uh, between the two of you. My throat's getting really like clogged up right now, so it's like neither one of you are willing to talk about this situation. Um, it's almost like the elephant that's sitting in the room and nobody wants to recognize it. So this is this is a relationship that I think could grow and prosper. At least that's what I'm being shown, and could be a really good thing. But the two of you need to sit down and kind of talk about the elephant in the room, um, and find out why each one of you is being so protective, right? It does have to do with past relationships and how you were treated previously. um, each one of you has a different reason for kind of protecting yourself. However, if you
Mhm.
both keep continuing to protect yourself, nothing is ever going to move forward. Um,
Okay.
so it's like what I'm being shown is, are you ready to take that chance and open up a little bit more to the possibilities of having something really fantastic?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but like he seems so back and forth, and I don't want to just press the matter, so I just kind of being patient. I don't know.
Yeah, he's very, very protected, probably more protected than you are. And he's really he doesn't want to get hurt. And
Right.
so he's a little bit afraid to let go and be open to that. So what I'm being shown is if you could be a little bit more open with,
Okay.
with your heart, that it would
Hmm.
start, it would give him a place to start, if that makes sense. It would give him a
Yeah.
sense of, it's almost like I'm being shown he feels like you have one foot in and one foot out, and he doesn't know what to do with that. So if you can show them you have both feet in, right? Whatever
Hmm.
that looks like for you,
Right.
then that would give him a little sense of security to say, "Oh, okay, maybe I can open up a little bit here. Maybe I can give my heart away just a little bit, right?" And see that
Right.
shift happen.
Okay.
I'm checking in to see if there's something else. I'm just hearing be open. Just be real frank, in a way. Um, not to the point of being pushy, but just
Right.
enough to let him know where you stand with
Okay.
yourself and where you stand with him and what you would like to see moving forward, right? And it can
Right.
just be little tiny steps. Doesn't have to be big steps, right? So
Okay.
let him
Yes.
know that it's a safe place to land, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions regarding this?
Um. I guess not this specific topic. No.
Okay.
Can I ask another question or no?
Yeah. The last little thing that I'm getting is you have a really fantastic personality, and they're saying um, dazzle him with your personality.
Okay.
What's your other question?
Um. So I went to my doctor recently, and they're worried about some my blood work. My levels were kind of high, and they're so I don't know what. I guess I got to go to the hemo doctor, but it's like it's a cancer center. So I'm wondering I from what I was reading, the levels are high. I think it is because I'm anemic, but kind of worried about what other possible. I don't know. If you can,
If there's something, you're kind of wondering if there's something more or something underlying
it's something
there.
serious. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I can see your levels kind of bouncing around. They're showing me that they're bouncing around all over the place. Um, I just keep hearing that it's going to get resolved.
Okay.
Um, it's like I'm not feeling any undertone of any angst, or
Okay.
um, they're not really showing me what that is, but they're just saying that there's going to be some answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
That's
saying
good.
keep moving forward and keep seeking those answers because they will come forth.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Is there anything else that I can help you with, Rachel?
Um, no, I can't think.
Okay. Well, I hope this has been helpful for you.
Yes, it has.
Perfect.
I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Next, we have Donna in London, England. Good evening, Donna, and welcome to your time to shine.
Hiya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you. Yourself?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you. What can I do for you this evening?
I'm just wondering if I've got a message from a loved one and anything to do with anything about my life that you can tell me at all, please.
Okay, something around family, you said?
Yeah, anything to do with around my life, anything that I need to be aware of or whatnot.
Okay. All right. Donna, I'm going to check in here really quickly. And as I do, there's going to be a little moment of silence, and then I will be right back with you.
Okay.
Okay. So Donna, what they're showing me is that you're very perceptive. Um, you're very aware of your surroundings. You have a very good gut instinct, and you're very psychic. And so they're wanting you to know that you've been kind of doubting all of these things. It's like you've been asking the questions, you've been asking for the signs, and they've been showing up, and then you kind of doubt that you see the signs. Um, and so they want you to your loved ones want you to know that um, to not shut all that down, because it's almost like you're starting to close up a little bit. And so they're wanting you to keep moving forward, um, because you've always been one to move forward in your life. And it's like they're showing me that you've stopped and you're just standing there. Um, and they're saying keep moving forward and that you're on the right track. Don't um, don't mistake or discount what you're feeling, what you're seeing as,
Okay.
oh, that's not true. I really don't see that. I really don't know that. There's a lot of things that you just know. Um, and so those are kind of the hard things to say, oh yeah, those are signs. I just know I need to go in this direction. I don't know why, but I just need to go in this direction. And you stop yourself from doing that a lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So they're wanting you just to keep that track, keep on that right track and keep going. Because as you continue to move forward, more things are going to be presented to you in your life. And you have such a gift. And you're really just now kind of tapping into that space. And they're super excited that you are tapping into all of that universal knowledge is that's what they're saying. It's all universal knowledge. Um, and so to keep tapping into that. And if you run into a situation where people are telling you, "Oh no, 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 that's not right. That's not it." Um, your loved ones are showing me, well, that's their opinion. Um, and they're reflecting whatever it is on you that they perceive for themselves. And so it's not always truth, but you know that and you can see through that, but then you doubt it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Okay. I just keep hearing onward, onward, and upward. Um, they're showing me a celebration. Um, Lots of friends, lots of family around. Have you part? Did you partake in some type of a celebration recently?
No, there's my granddad's birthday. His 90th
Okay.
was the 15th. That's
Okay.
the
Was
only
that
thing I
recent?
can think of.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is my granddad's birthday, which is the 15th, or
Okay.
a newborn in the family. That's the only things I can think of.
Okay. Grandma's birthday. Okay. Okay. Did you guys have some kind of a celebration for her?
For my granddad, no.
Okay. Yeah, because they're showing me a celebration where everybody got together and it was there was like a really big celebration. Um so it's like it was just a very joyous celebration and they're just wanting to highlight that for you. Um to let you know that you had a lot of loved ones at this celebration. Um,
Okay, I can't place anything.
okay. Um, think think on that, because
Yeah.
yeah, because they're bringing this up. They're bringing this up for a reason. So,
Okay, and is it a recent celebration or
um,
or like one that's happened in the past? I don't quite understand.
it's one. It feels like it's one that has just either happened or is going to happen. Like it feels like it's in the moment. It's right now. So, um, it feels more like a birthday than maybe like a celebration of life or something like that. But it's the celebrating of people and family.
Right,
So,
okay.
yeah. Um Did you have another question that you would like to ask?
Um, just see if there's any messages from any loved ones at all.
I don't have anybody specifically stepping forward. Um, it's like they're giving you a pat on the back, that recognizing what you've been going through the last little bit. And they said it's like it feels like there's been some hardship, and they're like to remind you that they're always there to support you and have your back. Know that you're going you're moving through it, and um, you're doing it with your head held high is what I'm being told. Does that make sense for you, Donna?
Yeah, that does.
Okay. We are coming down to the last few seconds of our show, so I have to say good night. But I hope this has been helpful
Okay.
for you this evening.
Okay, thank you for your messages.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, that does it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. If you would like to have a one on one session with me, or a group reading, or a healing, please reach out to me. And don't forget about our retreat coming up in September. Find all this information on my website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. See you next time.